The Wheel of Time by Carlos Castaneda. Feeling important makes one heavy, clumsy and vain. To be a warrior one needs to be light and fluid. A warrior has no honor, no dignity, no family, no name, no country, he has only life to be lived, and under these circumstances, his only tie to his fellow men is his controlled folly. Only the idea of death makes a warrior sufficiently detached so that he is capable of abandoning himself to anything. He knows his death is stalking him and won't give him time to cling to anything, so he tries, without craving, all of everything. We talk to ourselves incessantly about our world. In fact, we maintain our world with our internal talk. And whenever we finish talking to ourselves about ourselves and our world, the world is always as it should be. We also choose our paths as we talk to ourselves. Thus we repeat the same choices over and over until the day we die, because we keep on repeating the same internal talk over and over until the day we die. A warrior is aware of this and strives to stop his internal talk. The world is incomprehensible. We won't ever understand it, we won't ever unravel its secrets. Thus we must treat the world as it is, a sheer mystery. Warrior treats the world as an endless mystery, and what people do as an endless folly. The warrior, silent in his struggle, undetainable because he has nothing to lose, functional and efficacious because he has everything to gain. Death is our eternal companion. It is always to our left, an arm's length behind us. Death is the only wise advisor that a warrior has. Whenever he feels that everything is going wrong and he is about to be annihilated, he can turn to his death and ask if that is so. His death will tell him that he is wrong, that nothing really matters outside its touch. His death will tell him, I haven't touched you yet. Once a man worries, he clings to anything out of desperation, and once he clings, he is bound to get exhausted or to exhaust whomever or whatever he is clinging to. A warrior hunter, on the other hand, knows he will lure game into his traps over and over again, so he doesn't worry. To worry is to become accessible, unwittingly accessible. For an average man, the world is weird because if he is not bored with it, he is at odds with it. For a warrior, the world is weird because it is stupendous, awesome, mysterious, unfathomable. A warrior must learn to make every act count, since he is going to be here in this world for only a short while, in fact, too short for witnessing all the marvels of it. A man is only the sum of his personal power, and that sum determines how he lives and how he dies. The art of a warrior is to balance the terror of being a man with the wonder of being a man. A warrior considers himself already dead, so there is nothing for him to lose. The worst has already happened to him, therefore he is clear and calm, judging him by his acts or by his words. One would never suspect that he has witnessed everything. A warrior knows that he cannot change, and yet he makes it his business to try to change, nevertheless. The warrior is never disappointed when he fails to change. That's the only advantage a warrior has over the average man. The world of people goes up and down, and people go up and down with their world. Warriors have no business following the ups and downs of their fellow men. We choose only once. We choose either to be warriors or to be ordinary men. A second choice does not exist. Not on this earth. Self-importance requires that one spend most of one's life offended by something. You need to be ruthless, cunning, patient and sweet. Ruthlessness should not be harshness, cunning should not be cruelty, patience should not be negligence, and sweetness should not be foolishness. Infinity will swallow me, and I want to be prepared for it.